Tornado's visit to Sodor was a great success. As well as discovering an old abandoned engine, his rail tours attracted many people. So much so that extra coaches were being added to trains. One morning, Oliver brought up a passenger train from the Little Western to connect in with Tornado's train. When he arrived at the station, he saw Tornado waiting with crowds of people around him. "Hello," Oliver whistled cheerfully. "Morning," Tornado greeted warmly. "How's your run?" "Good and sunny," chuckled Oliver. "I am glad to hear it," Tornado smiled. "It must be beautiful on that stretch. Pity I am too big to go down there." "Indeed," Oliver smiled as the passengers got into the coaches. It was the holiday season, and usually Oliver's coaches would be packed with people going to the seaside. But instead, his coaches remained quite empty, and everybody seemed to be crowding into Tornado's trains. Oliver was a little dismayed to see all the holiday makers leave, and his face showed this. Thomas pulled in with his passenger train, which too was packed full of people. "Hello, Oliver. What's the matter?" "I don't know, Thomas," Oliver replied. "I guess I am a little disappointed to see all the passengers leave with Tornado. They should be all coming to the beach, but quite frankly, numbers have been at their all-time lowest." "I understand," Thomas smiled, "but that's the same as my line too. Less people are having picnics in the forests or taking Bertie's coach tours from Farquhar to Ulstead. They'll all come back soon. They won't be taking the rail tour every single day." Oliver smiled weakly as he puffed away, but really he felt rather upset. His mood didn't change all day. By lunchtime, he was so unhappy he was getting rather clumsy. At the chute, he pushed the ballast wagons too hard and he bumped into the buffers, shaking the chute. "Watch out, you fool!" snapped Mike grumpily, but Oliver didn't seem to care. He reached Knapford with his ballast wagons, where the Vat Control was waiting. "James has just been held up by a signal failure, so these tracks cannot be delivered to Marrow. Can you take them?" "Yes, sir," said Oliver, feeling slightly more cheerful. He liked a good long run on the main line. Soon he was rushing along with the wind blowing behind him. He was having a great time, and was disappointed to see Marin arrive so quickly. He shunted the wagons in the sidings and waited for home clearance. However, there was a problem. The station master came up to him. "A coupling is broken on some of Tornado's coaches. It can't be repaired, so you need to go and help." "Me?" Oliver asked. "What can I do? The tourists won't want me, they'll just want famous engines like Tornado." When Oliver was finally allowed to leave, he slowly backed down the line to Wellsworth, where he used the turntable to face the right way. Oliver found Tornado by the dairy, looking glum. "It was the hill, I strained the couplings too much." "You go ahead with the front of your train, and I'll follow up with the back," Oliver said sadly. "We'll take out the broken coach at Crosby." "Very well," Tornado smiled, and moments later he departed. Oliver coupled up behind the coaches and slowly pushed them to the next station. Where he then pushed the empty coach into the sidings. He found another coach, and then he was ready to leave. He set off as quickly as he could to make up for lost time. "The poor passengers," he thought. "They'll want their money back. Fancy having me pull their train." When Oliver reached Knapford, he was very tired. He heard passengers clapping and cheering, but he guessed they were for Tornado. However, as he pulled alongside him, he heard them all cry out, "Hooray for Oliver!" "Me?" Oliver gasped. "Yes, you," Tornado snarled. "You saved the rail tour." "Which is why," said the fat controller who was in the crowd, "you are a very responsible, quick-witted, useful engine." Oliver was very happy. "You see," smiled Thomas, "it's not all that bad, really." And the next day on the Little Western, the stations were crowded of people to come and see the engine who saved the rail tour. Oliver couldn't be